with us here at the MSY. This is a great day as we're celebrating 1 year of opening this world-class international airport for the city of New Orleans. And of course, we know that it serves our region and the state of Louisiana. I'm joined this morning by our Aviation Board Chairman, Judge Michael McNair's, also joined by the Director of Aviation for our airport, Mr. Kevin Golio. Before I move forward, I just want to use this as an opportunity to congratulate our very own Aviation Director for being selected as the Aviation's Director, 2020 Director of the Year. Give him some love. I'm so proud. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. And also, he was recently elected to the Board of Directors for Airports Council International North America. We have the best going on in the city of New Orleans, showing a little bit more love. And it's relevant because leadership, it matters at every single level. And when I think about MSY, it's about not only what we mean to the city of New Orleans or the state of Louisiana, but literally thinking globally, because that's what we represent. MSY plays as a major role in terms of the hub for the state, the Gulf South, but also the gateway, as I mentioned, to national and international visitors. Despite our challenges that we have had with COVID-19, MSY has continued to make significant achievements. And this is one that I'm very much proud of as well. MSY is now #1 of only 6 U.S. airports with Global Biorisk Advisory Council STAR facility certification. What this means is that we have been recognized as being one of the cleanest, as well as the healthiest, again, in our category, in this state, in this country, and in the world. So show some more love for MSY. Now, you know, at our opening, when we unveiled, I said that making sure that we kept our facility clean and world-class was just a top priority. And I didn't realize that it would lead to a certification, but I'm so proud that that remains a priority for us. MSY also rose to 12 spots from the 23rd to the 11th in the J.D. Power and Associates Customer Satisfaction Survey and Rating. That's, again, good news. Also, as it relates to coming in and being in this pandemic and moving through recovery, we've been able to receive and secure over $42 million of CARES Act funding, in addition to securing $56.5 million in FAA grants, and that is for our taxiway extension project, as you know. So we are continuing to move things forward, and I just cannot thank enough the leadership that keeps us going and growing. And so with that, I am going to announce my chair again of our Aviation Board, Judge Michael McNair's, at this time. Judge?
Good morning, everyone. I am absolutely delighted and proud to be here this morning to celebrate the anniversary of the opening of the New Orleans Louis Armstrong Airport. This journey to this incredible building took a little time. The project started in 2011, and then a short 9 years later, here we are in this marvelous edifice. Absolutely gorgeous. And hard work is what brought all of this about. Hard work and Madam Mayor's great leadership. And we appreciate the work and the leadership. And we were rocking and rolling after the opening in November, December, January, February. We were just moving along. And then we were hit by the pandemic. And the pandemic, as it impacted so many around the world, individuals and business. And the airline industry was no different. But it's easy to do well when things are going well. When you are confronted with challenges, like we are with the pandemic, leadership is what's going to determine how you confront those terrible challenges that you're facing. And our leadership got an order from our mayor, and the mayor said, we're going to double down on our commitment to make sure that this airport provides safe travels for everyone who passes through it. And that brought about the kind of achievements that you heard the mayor refer to when she talked about cleanliness, having a national certification for being one of the best in the nation. And she didn't take enough credit for that because when she initially visited the airport, she put on her white glove, went around, and indicated what areas were just totally unacceptable. You can almost hear Ray Charles in the background saying, hit the road, Jack, when that came about. So we went ahead and following that directive to double down, we were able to make the achievements like the certification on the cleanliness. We were able to, when passenger travel went down, we were able to see about having cargo go up. Because I believe, I'm not stealing up there, am I? All right. Because we're going to have the Amazon air cargo here at the New Orleans Louis International Airport. Again, I'm going to make this last comment before introducing our esteemed executive director. But when you talk about leadership, it's not only recognized locally in terms of the kind of governance that emanates from this airport, it has been recognized nationally because, as the mayor indicated, Kevin has been awarded the Director of the Year for Airport. This is by and we're going to have a big article in the Airport Experience magazine. This is hot stuff. We're not competing in some kind of local event. This is on a national level. That just should demonstrate to you how well your folks are working on your behalf. How well everyone is working. Before turning the microphone over, there are a lot of people who work very hard to bring this day about. But I would be remiss if I did not recognize a certain segment. And I want to have an applause for all the staff of the airport because there are absolute worker bees, in terms of getting things done and account a great deal for the kind of achievements that we have been able to attain at this airport. And I wish you'd give the staff a round of applause. We can make these kinds of achievements when we're in the midst of a pandemic. Just think about what heights this airport is going to attain once we have some semblance of normal. Once we have some semblance of normal, we will be able to bring this airport to heights that were only dreamed of before. And with that, I'd like to introduce to you our achieving Executive Director, Mr. Kevin Dolio.
Good morning. Let me, before I get into my remarks, let me first say, Mayor Cantrell, I can't thank you enough for your strong leadership and unwavering commitment to the airport and to the entire city of New Orleans as we respond to the challenges of the global pandemic. And Chairman Bagneris, your steady leadership and support, as well as the support of the rest of the Aviation Board, has been incredible. And it's a big part of the reason of why we're here today. 1 year ago, new billion-dollar Louis Armstrong New Orleans International Airport opened and drastically improved the first thing visitors see when they visit our city. The terminal was built with passenger experience in mind. 35 gates and 3 concourses, 2 new parking garages, consolidated security checkpoint, and a host of local shops and restaurants, a program that's much better than the previous program we had. Plus, we were able to incorporate a lot of the modern conveniences that the traveling public comes to expect, such as fast, free Wi-Fi you can actually use. A number of outlets, many more electrical outlets throughout the facility in gate-hold areas and through our concessions as you move through the facility, as well as other amenities. This project means so much for the region. You only see new airport terminals, projects such as this, totally new, on a different site, opposite side of the airport, every 10 years or so. And to have a project like this in New Orleans is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and it means so much to this community and to the people who were a part of it. Despite the challenges, as noted, from the pandemic over the past year, MSY has been successful in continuing its critical role as a key transportation hub for the region. When COVID hit, we were about 6 months into operations in our new terminal complex. And although flight operations and our revenues were really significantly impacted in the wake of the pandemic, our team has remained resilient. We're now seeing a gradual restoration of pre-COVID passenger activity, albeit slowly, but it's coming. And as of August, year to date, we were at about 42% of pre-COVID activity year to date through this time in 2019. At this time, domestic flights are operating, lighter schedule, but operating. International service was suspended, still is, and it's positive indication from all the carriers that once travel restrictions began to be lifted, we'll see international activity slowly return and well. In June, in response to safety needs in the facility post-COVID, we launched MSY Travel Ready, which is a strategic, comprehensive plan that outlines the precautions the airport and its partners are taking to ensure a safe experience for the traveling public. It's a coordinated effort along with the airlines to adapt airport facilities and operations based on CDC and other health expert recommendations. These efforts center around specific operational changes in areas such as promoting physical distancing through additional signage, frequent sanitization of the facility and key points and high touch points, installation of plexiglass barriers or ticket counters and other positions where the traveling public interacts with a person on the other side of the counter, and requiring face coverings for everyone as you enter the facility, through the facility, and as you board aircraft. And today, as the mayor mentioned earlier, I'm also proud to announce and second that MSY is now one of only 6 airports with the GBAC certification, the Global Biorisk Advisory Council, or GBAC Star Facility Certification. This certification demonstrates our commitment to providing a clean and healthy facility for the traveling public as they use the airport. GBAC is a division of ISSA, which is a worldwide cleaning industry association. And the GBAC Star is a gold standard of prepared facilities. A little bit about what the accreditation means. It means this facility has the proper cleaning protocols, disinfection techniques, and work practices in place to combat biohazards and infectious disease. It also means we have highly informed cleaning professionals who are trained for outbreak and infectious disease preparation and response. In short, it's really third-party certification and validation that we have the proper protocols, processes, and procedures in place to ensure safe travel for the traveling public. And as the chairman noted, and I want to also thank Mayor Cantrell for her leadership well before COVID was a threat in ensuring that we prioritize the proper maintenance of our infrastructure investments. And as the mayor mentioned, there's so much more to be proud of at the new MSY. Despite the sharp reduction in commercial passenger activity, cargo freight airlines have seen total freight tonnage grow by about 4.1% as more and more consumers shop from home, including an old guy like myself, first time in my life buying online. Air cargo development is a top priority for our team. We're thrilled that Amazon Air recognizes the growing demand in New Orleans or in the region by launching their service, their once-a-day flight earlier this week. And we believe it's only the beginning of a long, fruitful relationship with Amazon. I'm sure there's more coming. And as was mentioned, we did rise 12 spots in the J.D. Power and Associates customer satisfaction ratings for large airport, the large airport category, rising from 23rd to 11th. We aim for number one. This move, or this leap in the rankings was in spite of the fact that it only covered maybe half the period was in the new terminal. So there's the impact of the old terminal, then we shifted here. I'm very anxious to see what the first full year of this terminal with their ratings brings this term as us rising more, their ratings, rising more spots. We also, as the mayor mentioned, secured $56.5 million in FAA grant funding for the taxiway G extension project, which is a very critical safety project for the airport. Construction is beginning later this year and will be completed by the end of 2021. And to receive this amount from the federal government, from the FAA at this point in time is pretty significant during these times, especially in light of the fact that late in the non-terminal program, we received an additional $20.5 million from the FAA in completing that project. It's a true testament to their confidence in the New Orleans airport and in the competitiveness and the importance of the projects we put before them. Also during this period, while we had a very organized cooling down of concessions activity as passenger activity declined, and a very organized ramping back up, we also in the midst of this two locations open. One, the Club MSY, and the Louisiana Market. Club MSY is the first ever common use facility, common use club, if you will, in the New Orleans airport. None of this would have been possible without the tireless dedication of our airport staff. That includes the New Orleans Aviation Board employees, airline employees, concessionaires, public safety agencies, and countless other tenants. We're very thrilled that we were all part of this and part of the team that delivered this project. And this is only the beginning for us, and I'm extremely optimistic for our future. And we'll take questions if there's any questions.
Before we do go to Q&A, and thank you so much, Kevin. You know, the city of New Orleans has been a leader as it relates to dealing with COVID-19, this pandemic. And one top priority as we have been moving through is ensuring that the city of New Orleans will be the safest place to live and the safest place to visit. And what you heard from our director as it relates to not only our certification, but we're doing it right, and we're being recognized for it. And that is something that we should all be proud of. So New Orleanians, be proud of what we have. It's a true asset, and I'm just so grateful again for the leadership. I want to recognize board members, the the aviation board members. I did see Neil Abramson with us. I don't see any others. Oh, there you go. Thank you so much. Absolutely. Gary Smith, thank you for being here. And also wanting to give a special shout out to Congressman Gary Graves, who has just been a real partner in helping us secure those federal resources. So thank you so much again for being here with us, but I hope you do understand and you realize why it is just a beautiful time to celebrate this airport and the accomplishments. And not only that, we had our wedding underneath the oak tree in the midst of COVID-19, only in New Orleans. All right, so with that, Ms. Erin, we will go to Q&A. Pretty extensive, I think, between the three of us. We got you covered, so thank you again.